So for this soy milk, you're going to need the soybean, of course. So I've just run my fingers through it to see if I'll find any beans that is not so good. Look at this one. Almost every time you'll find nothing, but just in case, I like to run through it. Okay, you need a blender, vanilla for flavoring. You need a nut milk bag. You can use a cheesecloth muslin bag. Yeah, you need this. You need salt. Sugar, the soybeans, of course, and yeah, that's about it. So now I'm going to wash the soy milk very well. So I'm just going to cover it with water now and soak it overnight, or at least for 10 hours. So the next morning, this is the next morning. Look at our beans. It has almost tripled in size. It has swollen up. This was it before we soaked it, and this is it after 12 hours. If you buy the split soybeans, the one that are usually in half, you wouldn't need to soak that for the whole night. You just have to soak that for 3 hours. But if it's a whole like this, 10 to 12 hours is the best time. Also, when soaking the beans with water, it is very important that you use clean water, because the beans absorbs most of the water. So the water has to be clean. So now, just like you wash your beans, like you're making Nigerian moi moi or Nigerian akara. This is what I like to do. I love soy milk so much. I don't even know what these scientists are saying. At the end of the day, too much of everything is bad. So let's do everything in moderation. That's all I have to say. So when I have scrubbed enough, I'm just going to add water to this now and, start rinsing it out. Yes, all clean. Even though it is almost impossible to get all the skin out 100%, at least the aim is to get, as much as you can out, which I have done. It's time to blend. Add it in the blender. So that's fine. So now I'm just going to blend on high heat. Did I say high heat? So once I'm done blending, I'm going to start, adding them into my nut bag. You can do this with a muslin or a cheesecloth. So I just squeeze with clean hands. So at this point I still feel there's a lot of milk in it, so I still add water to the bag. You know, squeeze. So I have my gas on medium heat, not too high, not too low. I'm going to cook this milk for 20 to 30 minutes. This milk burns very fast, so you want to reduce your heat, stand there and, you know, continue stirring. It foams easily too. That's one reason why I had to share the milk into 2 parts, because if I had cooked everything in this pot, there's no way around it, it's going to boil over. So this is not the time to go on Facebook, it's not the time to go on Instagram. Just stay there and keep stirring. You can take breaks in between, but yeah, just keep an eye on it. So now I'm going to add half tablespoon of vanilla just to flavor it. And then I add sugar. This is the quantity I'm going to be using. And then I'm going to cook it for another 5 minutes until the sugar is dissolved. Yeah, the soy milk is ready. I'm going to let it cool down completely before we enjoy it. So now you can see I'm sieving it again with a sieve, you know, to get rid of all the tiniest particles. And yeah, everything is done. I'm sure you can see my soya milk, like we used to call it way back. You see my soya milk that I've already tied up with my nylon there. So I'm just decanting some of them into my bottles. They can last in your fridge for as long as 3 days. After 3 days, the best way to store them is just to put them in your freezer. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, you are the bestest. So I hope you try out this recipe, and don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, please share the video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.